Two are grown men who are about to battle it at that face-off dot. A couple of meat sticks who are going to battle all day long. Very evenly matched off the top. Cascadden gets possession to Cornell first. Thought we were going to get a pole goal 2 seconds into the game. That's cursed.
Runs really like an attackman in the slot area. It's a great cut down the seam.
Procedure call going to go against Princeton rather, so Cornell ball.
That last pass by Ryan Goldstein is becoming one of the premier passers in college lacrosse. And before zone.
Koby Ginder taking this draw after the violation on the last one for Princeton. Same results. It's another possession for Cascadden and Cornell.
Blend of old school, new school, right? He's the son of a football coach, so he gets the hard work and how to build a team. But he also played on this field only 10 years ago. He's a 2015 grad.
Princeton needed that face-off.
Drew two, and then you start seeing the tic-tac-toe type passing.
Another violation. That's a second in this half. Another one will be 32nd man down penalty against Princeton. Everything going Cornell's way here early. Tigers got to find some way to stem this tide or it's going to get out of hand.
This is offhand. That's sick.
Coach Madelon needed it and got it. Stemming the tide. Now they get another face-off win. Miller's got to watch out here, but he gets it to Kabiri.
Off and you think that you might be in a little trouble because that penalty's locked in.
This possession is massive, and Cascadden wins it ahead to himself.
That's a great grounder.
And now Kirsten comes. His box lacrosse coming up, man.
Yeah,
that's perfect for it.
He's smooth. I mean, he's going to be a pro without question. Chad Palumbo, big body. Can soak checks. You saw in his first goal the ability to kind of run through a defender. Then you show the creativity on that one. It's the ball movement. It's the passing. It's the selfless, like one more. You don't see players running through double teams with these two teams. I mean, these two teams understand. For crease guys who finish on man up and don't move around the left wing like CJ, but he hammers that shot. He shows you range. He shows you ability to win matchups. He is the complete scoring machine.
And Cascadden continues to own the day at the face-off dot. That's Gil Martin bringing into the
college lacrosse. Two of the premier cultures in the sport.
And his dad, Dan Sheehan, is the head coach at Lemoyne, so very smart lacrosse player.
Body's falling all over the place. Princeton comes up with it after Cascadden won.
Taking home the MAC the first time in a while for them. Scott Marr in Albany, the Great Danes, back in it. And late last night, it was Ohio State taking down Maryland. Richmond as well.
Speaking of back in it, you get Mcmeekin with a face-off win. It hasn't happened very often this afternoon, but when it does, Princeton's in business, and Barbecue Burns finishes it up.
It's 7-4, and you're like, oh, here's the Cornell run. Well, if you watch enough of this Ivy League lacrosse, here's the Princeton run. It all comes down to face-offs. Can Mcmeekin solve Cascadden? I like how Burns hesitates here, and when he hesitates, the defense kind of just says, okay, it looks like there's going to be a ball transfer from Burns. He continues to go towards the middle of the field and pounds the rock.
That fast break had a lot going on. Mcmeekin, great handle. The point man catches and then carries across, and then Burns, multiple moves coming up the right-handed hash.
You mentioned it's been a game of runs. Can Princeton get one now to once again claw back into this thing? It's down to a 2-goal advantage for Cornell. Battling for the ball in the middle of the field. Mcmeekin once again picks up the GB.
Different ways in terms of the variety of his game. It's the downhill dodging right to left. It's the inverting, and that time it's the passing.
Mcmeekin picks up another GB. He, along with his teammates, starting to feel it now in the second quarter.
Talking about that second midfield for Cornell, it has to come alive for Princeton as well.
3-0 run for Princeton. Gotta get a loose ball push. Gonna go against the Tigers. Cornell wants to go quickly. Lamb on the run, shoots. Doesn't get through traffic, gets it back. Oh, he almost had a beautiful pass to Schwartz. Good time.
Tackle him? Yeah, that's not legal. The reality is this, though. Ryan Goldstein's behind the cage, and he has different rules for different players, right? You don't pass that ball probably to anyone other than
C.J. Kirst.
Thank you.
And C.J. Kirst now ties John Piatelli for these singles.
Go around goal line extended, unassisted. You had the behind-the-back pass from behind the cage, and then the spot shot. Time and room from about 12. He showed you a little bit of everything in his game. The ability to jam it inside, a lot like Goldstein will do for C.J. Kirst. Princeton does it for all their players. The sticks are so smooth.
And they get a timeout after Mcmeekin picks up the GB. Look at the coaching staff going out to meet him.
He wanted it earlier, I think.
Yeah, I think he's upset. That's Princeton head coach Matt Madelon, who's fired up himself. He was fired up after that last goal, getting the crowd going. Now he pleads with the officiating staff. Give him that timeout right off the possession. They'll still have it with 21 seconds. Mcmeekin's battled back, hasn't he?
Looks more like a football game here with,
Yes.
with the Winter Caps.
Yeah, welcome to Upstate.
The face-off battle, Cascadden was dominating this game early. Wow, somebody lost something on that check. You see it? Drop a piece of equipment?
Yep. Yeah, so he wanted that timeout. Once he got into the offensive zone, inside that restraining box, there was probably a couple extra seconds. That's what he was upset about. But with Mcmeekin, what's interesting more than that, this game, this is 1 versus 2 right now nationally.
And the battle is rejoined at the face-off dot between Andrew Mcmeekin for Princeton and Cornell's Jack Cascadden. Big battle for the ground ball in the middle of the field. A big hit, too, dislodging it, but Princeton gets it back, and they score right off the bat. It's Coulter Mackesy.
Grab that ball. Give it to someone. That's the tire. The most all-time, 163, tied with Jesse Hubbard, the great.
Watch 28. Jack Stahl, the sophomore from Newport Beach, California, started the season at close defense. Now he's playing LSM. The ground ball, the behind-the-back toss.
That ball near side is really tough for an offensive midi going down the alley because you're kind of going against the grain. So he beats Nuss to his strong side just with heat.
Another GB picked up off the face-off, at least initially, but look at the fight from Cornell. Mackesy comes out of there with it.
Contact with Ryan as he's getting into that question mark and run him off the field. Put your stick and your hands on his hip and just push him out.
It's like a slot receiver who doesn't allow a deep back to get in the body.
Get your hands on Ryan Goldstein. You better. Make him play in the phone booth.
Music is fired up. He's cut that disadvantage now to 2 goals, and he knows he's got Cascadden, who's starting to feel it at the face-off dot. But just when you say that, Mcmeekin comes back, and he's fired up. And this team continues to fight. Cascadden gets the clamp, although there was a loose ball hold. So Mcmeekin will put it into play. Look at that pass to Kabiri. He shoots and scores!
You got it in you? Both of you. You ready to drive to Bristol and do a show tonight? You're going to be on life support.
It's a little backdoor cut.
Didn't you guys tell me Mcmeekin was skilled?
Oh, yeah.
Off the charts. I mean, look at this pass.
Pump and go. Kabiri senses that Staub is pressing out and then pulls the string, cuts back door on him. The second defender there, Matt Dooley, doesn't come and help and chooses to stay with his man at X.
You know what Kabiri does? It looks like a fadeaway jumper, but he's lost his angle, so at the last second before he shoots, he plants his feet. Because if he continued going down, he would have lost his angle.
Cascadden shoots. Chronic gets a piece of it.
Against it.
Goldstein has become one of the most elite premier passers in the country. Just a sophomore, but the way that he finds that one more, like he knows where that pass is going before the ball's even in his stick.
The challenges, Cotter, for these defenses is, okay, if we play zone and allow them to pass and be playmakers.
Here's the goal before he even shoots it.
If I'm defending this Cornell man-up unit, Cotter, I'm throwing some junk at them, whether it's a shutoff or a hard rotation, because they're so good when they're in their flow and their normal sets that you're going to lose that. You're going to lose that game. You've got to do something that makes them.
And the hat trick for the man from General Douglas MacArthur High School in Wantagh, New York, on the island.
You're righty naturally, and you shoot lefty on the run. You overcompensate, and your follow-through goes towards that bottom corner.
Kerst's first assist on the afternoon. Wallace picks up the GB.
Good hands by Wallace right along the bench. Or coming cross crease.
Cornell's first lead since late in the second quarter. And this is massive right here. Look how big this ground ball is.
I'm gonna call a push.
Yes, and that'll go to Princeton.
Massive possession for Princeton.
Smart play by Mcmeekin. He gets there first, senses pressure, and takes a dive.
Mackesy running to daylight. Goldstein with 3 and 3 on the day.
The 6th straight by the Big Red.
Yes.
After an 8-1 run by Princeton.
Game's been all about runs. Loose ball now again. How on earth does Cornell come out of there with it? Look who comes out of there with it.
So accurate that it's shot ready the second it's in his stick. Like he doesn't have to go across his face or have an extra cradle and lose a beat in an angle. Goldstein, his play, if you just package it in 2025, he's probably not going to be a first-team All-American because he plays with C.J. Kirst and they won't give it to 2 Cornell players. If he's not a second-team All-American based on his body of work this year, I think
these upperclassmen will be playing their final games this year for Cornell. Goldstein is going to pick up the mantle next year, along with Firth and some others.
13 seniors.
Standing, like if he changes his speeds well above goal line extended, it will give him enough time to get under.
Cascadden wins another one. To Kirst and the fans here at Showkoff can feel it. Look at them all up top there underneath.
Feeds or Kelleher coming downhill. The east-west action of this offense is exceptional, from wing to wing. They really test you defensively.
They do, and Princeton's really good at that as well. These two teams are going to be so much fun to watch in May. Just fireworks and offense, but this is historic.